It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And this evening, going head-to-head, 2 of the best rebounding teams in the league. Should be a serious bump and grind. Kenny, what makes these 2 clubs so great on the boards?
Fundamentals, Ernie. Fundamentals.
Okay.
You know, that's something that you can teach, but then there's something that you can't teach. Speed and size.
And you have to want it more than the next guy. And your instincts. You got to have be like a great rebounder. You got to have great anticipation, a la Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Yeah. And with the game just about ready to begin, time to send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Game time, baby.
Come on, let's do this.
We got this.
Sir.
DJ, a quick game of Rochambeau, I bet you can't beat.
Ooh. Okay, let's do it. All right. Come on, DJ.
He got lucky, bro. Look, ain't nobody ever beat me. All right, let's do it. 2 out of 3. All right.
Get him, D.
1, 2, 3.
Man, let me get this. I'll beat this clown.
Listen, sir, please. Nobody's ever beat me on my home court, and nobody should ever beat you on yours. So y'all stop sweating me and go out there and show them how it's done. I told you I'm undefeated. Y'all can't say that.
Man, what you wrong with? You too. I didn't even play. But he won.
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
And on the road, their perimeter shooting really helped to kind of keep the crowd out of the game.
No, I completely agree. They completely took the crowd out of it. They were scorching hot from the perimeter all night long.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy Butler survived a tough upbringing in Tomball, Texas. He said that's all anybody ever wanted to talk about. But I don't want that to define me. If I'm stuck in the past, then I won't get any better. I won't change. I'll get stuck as that kid. That's not who I am. I'm a great basketball player because of my work. Guys.
Thanks, David. You can tell Butler has a good head on his shoulders, an elite talent in this league because of the hard work he puts in. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it, 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. So the reality is what we need to do is address the schedule. And you're starting to see that. Shortening the preseason, stretching out those windows where you're not getting 4 games in 5 nights and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Mavericks, Dirk is the 4 with Noel manning the middle. J.J. Barea is out there with Matthews, and it's DJ in at the 3 slot. Now, here's DJ. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Noel sets a screen for Matthews. 4 on the shot clock. Expanding his range. Another shot, and Noel lays it up and in. Noel's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Mavs. Lawson kicks to Bielitsa. He dishes it to Butler. To the middle. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Barea dishes to DJ. To the left side wing. Barea, the pass to DJ. Takes it from 10. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. On defense, the Mavericks. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart. Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
Barea kicks to DJ. Wants to get it to Barea and does. Now here's DJ. Muhammad covering. The shot by Cowan's no good. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lawson kicks to Bielitsa. They double him with Nowitzki. Back to Lawson. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Lawson's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Barea dishes to DJ. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Muhammad.
How about not shying away from contact? DJ earns a trip to the stripe. Solid physical play, Kev. Well, the Mavericks last season, remember, went 33-49. It was their first losing season in 17 years. That's a remarkable record of winning.
Now, here is Lawson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
The Mavericks trailing. And in the midst of their 16 seasons of 500 basketball or better, the Mavericks with 11 straight seasons of 50 wins or better.
And they have 12 of those 50-win seasons overall, Kev. Everyone knows they've got an NBA title underneath their belt. If you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, you have every reason to be proud.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Now here's Barea. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's good, 2 points.
I'll tell you, he's got a good grasp of low-post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
Towns, the screen. They set the pick. Lawson kicks to Bielitsa. Back to Lawson. Here's Muhammad. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Muhammad. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Mavericks.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Lawson kicks to Towns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And looking at Towns and what he can do on the floor already at his age is impressive. This is a guy who's going to be a 20-10 player perhaps for the rest of his career. And as young as he is, I tell you, the sky is the limit.
Now, here's DJ. 23 points for him the last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
I think the goal always is to control the glass if you can. It ends up giving you extra possessions that typically lead to extra points.
Here's Lawson following the score by Dallas. He feeds it to Butler. To the paint. Bielitsa passes to Lawson, and the basket is good. Lawson's got 5.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Cowens. The pass to Noel. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Barea dishes to DJ. Nowitzki outside. A 3 from Matthews. It's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Muhammad. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's a rugged finish right there by Muhammad. Takes a hit, able to convert.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Dallas. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Now here's Matthews. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's a screen by Noel. Shoots over Towns. And it's Noel missing.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Lawson against Barea. Lawson kicks to Muhammad. Puts up a 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Matthews passes to Noel. DJ dishes to Barea. Passes it to DJ. From 12 feet out. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Lawson. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And that one's good by Butler.
Boy, that's high percentage range for Jimmy Butler. I'll tell you, he'll work you over in there.
Mavericks trail by 3. Barea kicks to DJ. Pass to Noel. The dish to Matthews. DJ sets the screen for Matthews. And a wide open look for DJ. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Barnes. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
We call that quick off the floor with long arms. Barnes can be as good a rebounder as he wants to be.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Bielitsa. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Ty Lawson. Dallas also making some changes. Withey's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Wells comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Curry subbed in for J.J. Barea. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. That's going to send Seth Curry to the line. It's on Jimmy Butler. Doris, we have so many bigs that are playmakers, even though their position doesn't say they really should fall in that category. But we do have a lot of guys that can pass, that have size, and operate down low. Who, in your opinion, tend to be some of those names under the radar?
Well, I go to Marc Gasol, who is an all-star center in the NBA, but what his value is, he's increasingly become comfortable with a guy who they want to take 15 to 20 shots a game. But the beauty of Marc Gasol is the unselfish nature of his game. You can stick Marc at the elbow, enter the ball through him, and you know something good is going to happen. He's going to make the right pass. He's going to lead to the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the score, or he can get his own offense. I think for me, maybe the under-radar guy in terms of playmaking have to be Marc Gasol.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Withey gets the bucket. Withey's got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jones, the pass to Crawford. Butler from outside. Minnesota working now with the new shot clock. No good there. Dallas leading by 5. Pass to Curry. And here is DJ. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Jones. Crawford outside. The feed to Butler. And they double up Butler. Kicks to Crawford. Zhang with a screen on Barnes. Here's Crawford. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, the defense harassing him every step of the way makes that a really tough look.
DJ kicks to Wells. Inside. And DJ gets it to go on the assist from Wells. And now a 10-point Maverick lead. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Butler. And Gorgie Zhang is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Dallas leading by 10. Curry dishes to DJ. Back to Curry. Barnes outside. Wells kicks to DJ. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Well, we all know that Mavs head coach Rick Carlisle is considered one of the best in the NBA in terms of his ability to X and O. He is outstanding at maximizing his players' strengths and putting them in positions to succeed.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. Now here's Jones. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Zhang with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. And Minnesota has possession. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Zhang, no luck. And Carlisle last season selected by general managers as the coach who makes the best in-game adjustments in the league.
Well, think about this. He came in second to Greg Popovich in voting for best coach in the league overall. Everyone understands that in terms of X and O ability, Rick Carlisle is at the very top of the list. You will not find very often a more complete package in that position than Rick Carlisle. You know, with the influx of talent that the Wolves have had the last handful of years, they feel a pressure to win. Fans are wondering when all that talent will mature. Expectations are being raised for this group.
Now, here's DJ. 7 points in the game. Wells, another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Crawford. He's tightly guarded. Wells comes with the double team. The shot by Muhammad. Nobody around. Traps in the tray. Muhammad's got 8 points.
And that's the money shot. Muhammad trying to become more consistent.
Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Tough shot.
Incredible.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Boy, you call that a perfect closeout. You love the aggressiveness on the offensive end leading to that final shot.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's Dallas up by 15. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler. He spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I've never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard me night in and night out. But they do. I have to learn to cope with that and still find a way to be successful on both ends of the floor. And it's a learning curve for me also, but I'm figuring it out.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player, and if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, you love the determination. It seems like every rebound is theirs for the taking. They are overwhelming the opposition.
Jones is out there with Crawford. Then there's Cole Aldrich. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. And it's Muhammad in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man possessed. He scored 23 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. A fantastic effort for a guy who may just start making some waves around this league. Should be interesting to watch, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, you do wonder, though, Greg, does he still have some of the adrenaline going from that performance? No matter how tired he is, he should have plenty of energy coming off that.
Now here's Muhammad after the miss from Shammy Wells. Muhammad, no luck.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Chang, a screen. Jones kicks to Crawford. Chalk up two there.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
The Mavericks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Cowens passes to Withy. He kicks it to DJ. From deep. Barnes with it, and it's Aldrich picking him up. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Wells wide open, and the 3 ball is good. Wells has got 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Muhammad. 29 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Now here's DJ. Muhammad covering. Dishes it to Curry. Here's Wells. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Minnesota calls timeout. Doris, you've talked a bit about leadership, both on and off the floor. What are some of the traits, in your opinion, that make someone a person who'd want to follow and the characteristics of a leader?
You know, I'd say some.
Here's Jones. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Feeds it to Butler. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter. And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
DJ kicks to Barea. Barnes outside. A 3 ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
DJ with it. Now guarded by Towns. Outside for Barea. It's stolen by Jones. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
Outside, Jones. It's Bielitsa. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 20. Barnes passes to Farrell. Withy dishes to Barea. Now here's DJ. D right on him. The floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. DJ's got 11 points.
Boy, that was so resourceful. DJ using as much imagination on the floater as he does behind the tables.
The pass to Butler. Over Cowens. It's blocked.
Gentlemen, DJ diving into the classics, knocking twice on the pipes on that rejection.
Out to the right wing. Barea kicks to DJ. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Farrell passes to DJ. It's deflected, and they get it back. And they pick up 2. Withy's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Screen by Jones. It's stolen by Barea. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Drops in the breakaway layup. 7 points in the game.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Dallas just dominating this one.
Thank you, Kevin. Another quick start here in this first half. What has been the key the last few games?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a key. I'm going to give you a major key. The key is I notice a trend. Pretty much anytime we play a game on a day that ends with a Y, then I'm going to have a good game. You know what I'm saying? So that's my own personal brand of advanced analytics. So you can expect these types of games for the rest of the season unless something changes with the calendar. I don't know.
Yeah, now you're aware the calendar does change every month, right? Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Shammy Wells has been sensational.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
On the floor for Dallas, Dirk is the 4 with Noel manning the middle. Matthews out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Cowens in at the 3.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. No good from Lawson. Mavericks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. DJ with it, now defended by Muhammad. Barea, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Towns, the screen. A shot by Lawson, wide open. That doesn't go either for Lawson.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Doris, as many NBA teams are doing, the Minnesota Timberwolves now have their own G League affiliate.
Well, and to me, this is a smart move by the organization, Kev, because it gives them a lot of flexibility in how they develop players. It's a very useful tool given their young talent. Only positives have come from teams purchasing G League affiliates.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Towns, a screen on Barea. Lawson kicks to Bielitsa. He dishes it to Butler. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And let's check out some stats for DJ. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging about 22 points per, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player.
And guys, with DJ, you can see his appreciation for the game, right? And for the work it took to get here. He doesn't take anything for granted. I love it.
Right wing. Barea with it. 7 points in the game. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Lawson. To the paint. 2 on none. No one back to stop this.
I'll tell you, you better protect the basketball around Jimmy Butler. The anticipation skills, he'll pick it clean from you.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now here's DJ. Muhammad covering. And the rejection by Towns.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau, joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's DJ. He's covered closely. Goes back up. And no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim. Noel's got 11.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Ty Lawson. Outside for Curry, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. And now to our rookie leaderboard for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. DJ is second.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Mavericks making a change. Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Barea against Lawson. Pass to Bielitsa. He feeds it to Butler. Now Towns. That's tipped. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
One shot, then when we make a miss, run and run through so we get some spacing. Make the game easy.
You know, guys, we hear a lot of coaches preach all this. Tom Thibodeau wanting defensive rebounding and then faster pace on offense.
Yeah, and that shows you he knows the pulse of his team. He knows that they're not quite energized. Their play rises to a whole nother level when they are.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. We've got Lawson. Bielitsa is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Georges Hunt in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns, the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Doris, I've heard you talk often about instituting a play clock from the very beginnings of someone learning the game of basketball.
Kevin, I think this is absolutely critical to the future of the game of basketball here in the United States, because the Europeans right now, from the formative stages, from the youngest someone picks up the game of basketball, play under duress of the shot clock. And the reason that's important is you must be a three-tool player to play under duress of the shot clock, meaning you've got to be a triple threat. You've got to be able to pass it, dribble it, and shoot it. And to do that with the pressure of a shot clock leaning in on you from those earliest moments is significant. And I know I have the backing of guys like R.C. Buford and Rick Carlisle. They believe, more important than me, intelligent basketball people believe that in the United States, we must institute a shot clock from the time guys and young women pick up the game.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Poked away. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. It's Matthews on the wing, defended by Butler. 5 to shoot. Barnes can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their number one option as they look to close this game out.
To the right side. Butler against Matthews. Bielitsa. Here's Jang. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, the definition of an effort player. Zhang shows off that high motor, converts off the glass. Nice.
DJ with it. Bielitsa's there. DJ kicks to Noel. Dallas moving it around. Here's Smith. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Pass to Bielitsa. Doris, as always, this question about resting players. Fans pay hundreds of dollars for tickets and parking and everything else, expecting the healthy guys to play. Why shouldn't there be a requirement for them to suit up?
Well, again, you have Commissioner Adam Silver attempting to address this and making it known during the finals that there would be some limitations based on the ability to rest players, that there would be strong encouragement to rest players at home because your fans obviously have more of an opportunity to see them at home. Listen, Kevin, I think fans need to be able to see the stars. At the same time, it's a strenuous 82-game stretch. Have we addressed it in terms of lengthening the season and shortening the preseason? What I do like is that the NBA is aware that there is an issue, and they are working proactively to fix it.
As is their custom. They always do that.
Correct.
Here's Towns. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's DJ. Over in the corner, Matthews. Now the dish to DJ. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, you think about Tom Thibodeau as the architect of so many great defensive teams. For Minnesota, it took some time on the defensive end, but he feels like this team is starting to turn a corner on that end.
Lawson dishes to Towns. Pass to Bielitsa. To the middle. The shot's good from Lawson.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Dallas leading by 22. And for Thibodeau, you simply can't play for him unless you exert maximum effort on defense. Doris, he can be tough, but fair in what he demands.
Well, as long as you're willing to work hard every single day on every possession, you can play for Tom Thibodeau. This is a guy who constantly preaches the importance of the little things, and he wants proper defense to become second nature for his team.
Zhang, a screen. Here's Bielitsa. They double him with DJ. Here's Lawson. That doesn't go either for Lawson. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Barnes passes to Cowens. Back to Barnes. Expanding his range. He can't get that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Lawson kicks to Zhang. Down low. And stolen by Noel. The feed to DJ. Dishes to Barnes, and the rejection by Zhang.
Well, the timing, a very natural aspect of what Gorgui Zhang does on the defensive end.
Towns sets the pick for Butler. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, so rewarding for a player to beat everybody to the basketball and convert that second chance bucket.
Smith dishes to DJ. Outside Matthews. Now here's DJ. He's guarded closely. And there it is for him. Cowens has got 4 points this quarter.
I like seeing DJ get going from here. His jumper is money when he's in rhythm.
Lawson kicks to Zhang. Feeds to Butler. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. Cowens passes to Smith. DJ dishes to Noel. Kicks it to DJ. 5 on the clock. With the floater. Minnesota with the rebound. Bielitsa's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Lawson, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
DJ kicks to Nowitzki. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Dirk Nowitzki once again, Doris, giving a hometown discount to the Dallas Mavericks. He goes from $25 million a season to $5 million a year.
All right, Kev, to give the Mavs a chance to attract other players, you've got to admire that.
J.J. Barea's checked in for Smith.
Such a tremendous free throw shooter for his career. 9 times out of 10, Dirk's going to drain it.
Outside for Lawson. Lets it go with a 3. Muhammad, no luck. And the trust, Doris, and the commitment between Nowitzki and the Mavericks is so great to see.
It is, Kev. As you know, it's so rare to see a player stay their entire career with one organization. So in 2011, they win the championship. What a terrific career for Dirk Nowitzki, and what a run for he and the Mavs.
Outside for Lawson. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
And the shot goes in.
Boy, that's what you call timing. He doesn't have to break stride on the pass.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Towns. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Towns has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Now here's DJ. Muhammad covering. DJ passes to Nowitzki. No good on the three. The Timberwolves shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Now here is Lawson. Outside Butler. He kicks it to Towns. There's a good screen over Noel. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Now that's a beautiful in-between game. Towns just so pure on that shot.
Now here's DJ. Defense right on him. Matthews against Butler. 6 to shoot. Here's Cowens. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Lawson dishes to Muhammad. They get a hand on it, and stolen by DJ. And he converts the layup.
Boy, Kev, that's an aggressive move to the cup, right? That's DJ at his best, moving well and getting a high percentage look.
Towns sets the pick for Lawson. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Barea kicks to DJ. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Nowitzki, and that's going to be a travel. And Doris, we know basketball is a team game, but fans and media alike love to focus on the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
You know, Kevin, I think you and I certainly admire watching talent. And it doesn't matter what shape that talent takes. It could be a Broadway star doing their thing on a nightly basis, sometimes twice a day. For us, to watch somebody that we know has paid a price to be great is really special. And so those who are best at what they do are that because they put in the time. And who couldn't admire the work that's required of that?
What I like about your broadcasting, Doris, is you never get distracted by the stars. They're obviously there, but I love the way you encompass the entire team and aren't just fixated on just that big name player that maybe the average fan is.
Yeah, I think sometimes people forget NBA stars because they are so great and can seem like Supermen. They're people like everybody else.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Withy's checked in for Noel. Wells comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for J.J. Barea. Now here's DJ. Muhammad covering. Withy passes to DJ. To the inside. Nowitzki's shot's good.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And so many times we see someone step up and take charge, and tonight that happened here. It was a nice performance for DJ.
Boy, his assist total to me is the most telling stat. This guy created, he made sharp passes, and the defense was always reacting to him.
They set the screen. Here's Crawford. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Muhammad with the steal. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olner, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Hey, DJ.
Hey.
Great game out there. Look, Shaq and the guys want to talk to you in the studio.
Really?
So stand, yeah, right this way. Stand here, and
okay.
we'll get you set up. Perfect.
That's good.
Hey, Shaq here. You showed me a lot out there tonight with the way you were able to dominate the glass. Was that something you set out to do?
Shaq, something that we always talk about in practice and in meetings is how we want to close out possessions on defense. I mean, that is something that we all bought into, and it's the goal of ours each time we take the court. So I'm not so much worried about my individual performance on the glass so much as how we rebound as a team.
Spoken well. You should take Kenny's place. Back to you, Ernie.